less real than a dream. Caught it amid.
Well, this hasn't got the bright lights and the shiny tiles, but it has much better things. It's got lots of paint and belts and bits and bobs and lots of shiny stainless steel. Really cool stuff. Good morning. It's Monday today. My plan was to put out all the moorings, put out the 2 new anchors out there, drag us off the beach a bit further. But I've been reminded that today was the day that we have our guests coming on board. I actually thought it was Wednesday, but it's actually today, which makes sense because it's a public holiday today. Well, my guests have just arrived and I had better go and pick them up. It's nice when they're on time. When I was dropping the girls off at the beach, a big motorboat went past, created this big swell, this big wake, and I just thought I'd take a video of it. And it does show how Tiare's fine bows and stern just really help separate the waters. The waves just pass right through her. She just sits relatively stable, no crashing, no banging, no drama. She's just a lovely boat at anchor. As you can see, she doesn't move much, they don't bounce around, she just stays in one place. Well, these are the 2 big fisherman anchors we'll be using. We've had them on shore for about a year now. They're covered in rust and whatnot, but they're still very solid, very strong, and very heavy. This is Tom. He's just helping me put the anchors out, get the ropes out. It's too big of a job to do on my own, and he is more than capable. He's excellent on the water, and he certainly knows how to think a job through, and is certainly not shy in telling, giving his opinion or telling his father what or how it should be done.
Where's our mooring buoy gone?
Oh, we put it under there.
Oh, good. That's okay then. Let it pop down and pop back up again. Okay.
You might want to keep going back where the shipping layer.
No, we're not. We're fine. Do you want to undo things now? We're bouncing forward slightly, which is fine. It should be all loose now. Yep. And let those bits go out. I'm going to put the reverse on ever so slowly, Tom. And you need to be kind of ready to get that, yeah.
So I just throw it over? I mean, where's the rope and stuff then?
Sorry?
Where's the rope?
I just throw it over, I think.
Throw it over?
Yep. Or should I come out and help a bit? I might come out and help, eh? How are we going there, Tom? pulling that underwater yet?
It's still breaking it.
Sorry?
It's still breaking it.
Oh, okay. Right, it's underwater now. Yeah, that buoy's gone underwater now.
There they go.
Yep, okay. Well done, Tom. Oh, they've got the anchor up now. Cool.
Is that it? That's it, we can't do anything about it.
Yeah, that's it. It either works or it doesn't work. Because 80 metres is a fair distance out, eh? Plus 20. Well, I've got a bit of paint repairs to do, but I can handle that. How bad is it? Pretty bad, is it? Alright then.
Well, it's the next day. We actually managed to get this out on Monday night. So the mooring and new anchors out on Monday night, Monday afternoon. It's the next day in the afternoon again. We're certainly drifting out a lot further, anchored out a lot further than we were previously. This feels kind of weird being this far out, but it's still in a safe place away from traffic, so it's pretty cool. Just got 2 days of rain forecast, and I've got to get the boat ready for a tour starting next Monday. So we've just been very busy tidying up the cabins, getting them looking presentable. Well, this is not the guest cabin, this is the captain's cabin. It used to be the kitchen, but the kitchen we moved upstairs and made this room for us. Right, this is how we check the fuel. We do have electronic fuel gauges, but I actually disconnected them because this is a little bit more accurate. We don't have any baffles in the tank, so it just slops all around the place, and this is the best way of generally getting an idea. Right, that notch is 100 litres, and we're just a little over halfway, so there's 40 litres probably to go. Let's put that down there. So I'll fill those up tomorrow, just before I head off, or the day before I head off. Quick job this morning is to create a couple of wooden fender boards over there. The reason why I need these is that well, Japan is certainly a land of concrete walls. So most places you're going to go to, you're going to go up against a concrete wall, and the tide range here is reasonably high, so there's a lot of, you might get 3 or 3.5 metres of tide range. There's a lot of barnacles on the wall. So what we need to do is on Tiare, when we come alongside the wall, we put the fenders down, and then we'll put the fender boards on the outside of the fenders there to stop the fenders getting eaten up by the barnacles in the concrete. Well, this is where I should have some fancy music to go with this sped up action, but I don't have time to put it all together, as I've got to get this posted out in the next 20 minutes before I head off to bed. I haven't lost it, I've misplaced my fancy bit, so we'll try this one. It's not as good as the other one, but it should do the job. That loudspeaker in the background is because it's now officially election week, and we have loudspeaker vans for each candidate driving around blasting us with speeches. This is several years old. Bought it in Malaysia. It's sort of starting to, that should be more of a golden clear than that sort of gungy colour there. And this is pretty much the same, other than a few dark spots around it, but it seems to still work alright. In Malaysia it's called AB glue. There's no point asking for epoxy glue out in the remote places. It's all called AB, and they all seem to know what it is. The tender we built quite a number of years ago now, that was built entirely using this AB glue. It's 6mm ply, it's a stitch and glue method, and when we got caught out in a typhoon a few years ago, this was well, we found it speared into the ground, into the beach, and the front half of it were all the white painters,
was totally destroyed. I had to rebuild it. But what gave me a lot of confidence in the stitch and glue method was that the glue lines held. It wasn't the glue that parted and broke. It was the actual fiberglass, the actual plywood had ripped. It was I was quite amazed to see that. I thought the glue lines would have gone, but no, it wasn't. It was the plywood itself. Six more ply had ripped and torn like bits of paper.
6 of those, and then 3 of the other. Bit more than that, not much more. 1, 2, and yeah, 3. That'll do. I'm glad I'm wearing gloves because I'll get it all over myself. And we'll put that in this mat here. Right, because there's a fair hunk of that's going to go off fairly fast. It'll start heating up once it's all thoroughly mixed. So that's okay. Right, now I'm going to mix it in really well. Warm up already, which is good. Not the prettiest job, but that doesn't really matter. And another side there done. Bit of plastic glove is just to stop the 2 bits of wood sticking together. Right, well here we have a bit of chafe on the covering anyway of the steering rope. I'm not too worried about it at the moment, just the inside's fine. It will certainly last a little bit longer. What I am going to do is just put a little bit of Vaseline where it's rubbing there. I'm not going to put anything else yet at the moment. So we'll just put that there and there, and that should be okay. Well, that should be okay for a wee while. Double braid, it's nothing special. I could probably put some Victrin or something there if I wanted to, but at the moment it's has got a little bit of stretch in it, which is actually quite nice. Just takes some of the shock off the rudders when they get hit by a wave on the side. Well, this is the route I'll be taking from Yuge to Tsushima, where I'll be picking up the guests, and then to Nagahama the first day. Second night off to Himejime, and then to Kasaoda Island, and then back to Tsushima.
The marble floors, bright white lights, less real than a dream, caught it at midnight. The empty store, no one inside. Echo music in my ears, grip the handles tight. Just keep pushing and pushing, check out either